Talk too fast, because you're talking
Start
when
the
I'm
show.
talking. Start the show?
Start the show.
Cybill Lynne Shepherd. No stage name needed here, folks. She just needed her family, as her grandfather was named Cy, spelled C-Y, and her father was named, yep, I'll take obvious follow-up for 300, Alex, Bill. So Cybill entered the world, and soon this American actress captured the hearts of audiences everywhere, with her role as Jacy in the Last Picture Show. And Cybill kind of accidentally became an actress. And with fame comes drama. So just how did Cybill get tangled up in a drama web of Hollywood, even being blamed for a divorce? Which leading men and famed directors did this stunning actress have trysts with? I'm your host, Nostalgic Nick, and if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. The Last First Picture Show. Cybill was born in Memphis, Tennessee on February 18, 1950. She attended East High School in Memphis and had a lot of early success in beauty pageants and modeling. First, she won the Miss Teenage Memphis title. While most 16-year-olds dream of a car, Cybill was dreaming of competing for a crown, as she represented her city in the 1966 Miss Teenage America pageant. She didn't win the top spot, but she did win the award for congeniality. 2 years later, she participated in the Model of the Year contest, and at just 18 years old, she quickly began to rise to the top of the fashion world. She got assignments throughout high school and for years afterward. And it was this modeling career that opened the door for acting, and an opportunity to act in one of the best films of 1971. Director Peter Bogdanovich was standing in line at a grocery store when he spotted Cybill Shepherd on the cover of Glamour magazine. His wife remembers him saying, "That's Jacy," a critical role in the film co-starring with Jeff Bridges, titled The Last Picture Show. And she even had a brief fling with the enduring actor while filming. Shepherd later claimed it was the only time she ever slept with a co-star. The film followed the lives of two high school seniors in a small North Texas town, and it's full of drama and heartfelt moments, proving a critical success, as well as a box office triumph. Cybill received her first Golden Globe nomination for the film for Promising Newcomer, and she showed more than her talent, with some nude scenes to boot. But Shepherd, being a newcomer, was cast with the option of backing out of her nude scenes. But after asking the opinions of 3 female co-stars, one being the superlative Cloris Leachman, they all thought she should do it, and she apparently agreed, in the nude scene at the indoor swimming pool. The rest of the cast were not there, filming their shots separately. Only the cameraman, sound operator, and director were present at the time. Bogdanovich knew what he was doing with the film. Another example being his direction of Cloris Leachman's last scene in the film. She had no previous rehearsals for the scene despite her desire for them. Bogdanovich thought it would ruin the scene if rehearsed. After completing the take, she said she could do better, and he replied, quote, "No, you can't. You just won the Oscar." And he was right. Cloris took home the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. If only Bogdanovich could have foreseen the marital issues that an affair with Cybill would soon deliver. But we'll get to that in a moment. Other early flicks.
I said you're lying in my spot.
She immediately landed a co-starring role in the Elaine May-directed film The Heartbreak Kid. Again, a critical and box office smash. Cybill turned down many offers for this Neil Simon-penned flick, including one co-starring with Peter Fonda. But this was not a bad choice, as Jerry Seinfeld considers it to be the greatest comedy of all time. Also in 1972, Shepherd posed as an iconic Kodak girl, continuing to strut her stuff in print ads. In 1974, she launched her singing career, releasing the album Cybill Does It to Cole Porter.
Brush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now.
In 1976, Cybill was part of possibly Martin Scorsese's greatest work, De Niro's Taxi Driver. She landed the role after the film's producers were quoted looking for a Cybill Shepherd type. When her agent, Sue Mengers, heard this, she reportedly called them and asked why not hire Cybill Shepherd. I mean, that's incredible.
One of these days I'm gonna get organized.
You mean organized?
A Memphis hiatus. After Taxi Driver, she was part of a few films that lacked a certain something, and in 1978, Cybill was miserable in Hollywood, and so returned home to Memphis, where she began dating David Ford, a local auto parts dealer and nightclub entertainer. The couple married that year and had a daughter, Clementine Ford, who started her own acting career in 1998 on her mom's show, Cybill. And Clementine has also done pretty well, completing 168 episodes of The Young and the Restless in the 2000s. Cybill and David Ford divorced in 1982, which prompted Shepherd to return to Hollywood, co-starring with Sam Elliott and David Soul in the Western series The Yellow Rose. This primetime soap for NBC was about a Texas-based ranch called The Yellow Rose. And though it was critically acclaimed, it only lasted the one season. But Cybill was about to set her feet in a longer TV job. Moonlighting and more. 1985 brought the TV show Moonlighting, a perfect combo of mystery and comedy, and a role that largely defined her career. She and Bruce Willis were private detectives, and the two had an undeniable chemistry on screen. Cybill won 2 Golden Globes for Best Actress, and was nominated for the Emmy Award from 1985 to 87. But off-screen, she and Bruce didn't get along. Bruce's career was on a meteoric rise with 1988's Die Hard, a terrific Christmas flick.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Now add the scheduling conflicts of that blockbuster with Cybill's busy schedule due to a pregnancy with twins. And numerous filler episodes had to be implemented, and the whole thing was fraught with tension. Moonlighting ended after 5 seasons in 1989.
Ready?
Then, after 9 years, it was time to get back on the big screen, co-starring with Ryan O'Neal and Robert Downey Jr. in Chances Are. In 1990, the cast of The Last Picture Show reunited for a sequel titled Texasville, once again directed by Peter Bogdanovich. But soon, Cybill would set her sights on a 3rd Golden Globe, as her 1995 self-titled sitcom Cybill won her the Best Actress honors in 1997, playing a struggling actress loosely based on her life. The show enjoyed 4 seasons, although it strongly copied plots nearly entirely from a previous show, Ellen. In 2000, the actress released her autobiography, then shortly hosted a talk show based off her book. And from strong arcs on The L Word and then The Client List, Cybill has always had a lot of success on TV. In 2012, she made her Broadway debut in The Best Man, and then once again partnering with director Peter Bogdanovich in the 2014 Owen Wilson-led She's Funny That Way. Things have certainly slowed down as of late, but she just completed a 2021 episode of the Kate Beckinsale show Guilty Party. And I must admit, I am guilty for not knowing this show existed. There's just so much content. But onwards. Drama, drama, drama. Shepherd gained a reputation for having affairs during her early acting career. She gives all the juicy details in her autobiography, Civil Disobedience, and she claims she dated Elvis Presley in the early 70s, but chose another because of Elvis's problems with drugs. Cybill also didn't like how controlling Elvis was, and claimed he wasn't the greatest lover. We go into this in more in our Elvis Presley Lovers episode, but apparently Cybill was a sort of love coach for the king. Check it out next. Now, why has Cybill been in a good percentage of Peter Bogdanovich flicks? Scandalous stuff, that's why. At the time of The Last Picture Show, Peter was married to Polly Platt and had 2 kids. Let's not forget, Polly was the production designer for the movie, as well as co-writing his first film, Targets. And despite a 21-year-old Cybill having an affair with her 32-year-old director husband, Polly and Peter were able to stay friends and even work together on future films. Peter and Cybill stayed together from 1971 until 78 when she decided to go home. And in Memphis is when she met her first husband, David M. Ford. She married her second husband, chiropractor Bruce Oppenheim, in 1987, and they had twins during that 4th season of Moonlighting. The couple divorced in 1990. Cybill's last known engagement was to Andrei Nikolajevic from June 2012 until 2015, but they never married and called the engagement off. Cybill recalls in her autobiography that she had agreed to date Jack Nicholson in the 70s in order to make Bogdanovich jealous, but she canceled the date and angered Jack. A similar rejection happened with De Niro in Taxi Driver. Apparently, A-list stars don't like rejection. Who would have guessed it? And one more fling in 1985 with her co-star of A Long Hot Summer in Miami Vice's Don Johnson. I mean, as Cybill said herself, quote, "I was born and bred to be a great flirt." Notably, Shepherd has always been an outspoken political activist, advocating for gay rights and abortion rights. She has also made financial contributions to the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. Today, Cybill is in her early 70s and mostly spends time with her family and pets these days. And after a career like hers, being directed by 5 Academy Award-winning directors, I think she deserves her relaxation. But hopefully we'll see her again soon. Do you have a favorite role that Cybill Shepherd played? Do you think the black and white original Last Picture Show is better than the 1990 colorized sequel? Did you enjoy any of her TV shows? Get in those comments and tell me her best role. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, consider clicking that thumbs up for us. And subscribe to the channel so you never miss a memory. From all of us here at Do You Remember, thank you very much for watching.